I'm doing the OHI, which is like it's a methodology that is already established, and right now we're doing the regional assessments for Galicia.
If you're interested in pursuing this career, you're doing it right. I think you're in the right place, but look at the final product, the index, rather just try to complement it with the expertise of your colleagues here.
Yeah, we asked people about their relationships with the ocean, as well as some complementary questions that we could compare with the scores from the index.
In my opinion, what you're saying is that those results are telling you that the main variables or dimensions are relevant.
Yes.
But not necessarily that those variables need to be integrated in one index.
I'm particularly happy to hear that you're going to work or touch on governance systems. I was wondering if you had any conceptual framework in mind already, or if you have anything like conceptual lens that you are thinking about.
It's all done, more or less. And yeah, I worked on the last 2 years about that. So I start from the philosophical lens to understand what's a common good, and the framework is more or less this one. So I'm cutting the decision, the medium-term decision and the short-term decision within the governance system of the fishery, and to check all the rights are distributed, but not only the rights, the fishing rights, also the right to decide, the right to access.
So here's what I like about EqualSea Lab and the project in which I'm participating, NetTag, where we work with fishers but also port authorities, and we want them to be the guardians and cleaners of our sea to tackle marine pollution. Policymakers, if they don't see proof that have, besides papers and data, they don't risk in a virtual reality. They can see how the good positive scenario could compare to the more pessimist, make them think a bit more.
Still, I see a lot of potential on maybe including some of the findings that we have from the Transformative Change assessment, especially on those projects that are using a more regional scope, like the one in Galicia would be super interesting to see whether issues of governance or structures can actually complement this.
The actors come together and exchange their values and how they come to the. So I think that's also the thing that this IPBES conceptual framework gives you a bit of like a relationship between elements, but like the how is still open, right? And that's what the other assessments also contribute to. And yeah. I guess that's the interesting part.
I think so, yeah, I agree. It's the power dynamics that exist as well, with who gets to have a say in decision making, and then what they can say based on their experience or ability to engage in decision making processes that may be outside of their normal experience.
We start globally, but I think if you want to understand what's actually going on, you have to look at case studies. I think we kind of go step by step in trying to understand these patterns. So we really, indeed, we look at the global scale first. We're trying to create a bit of a wave in the research space, but then there's other researchers that have already done tremendous work on really the political economy of these fisheries. And I think it requires collaboration with local researchers to really understand the context. Because sometimes I find myself limited in trying to analyze the situation, but I don't have the on-the-ground knowledge. So I think it's going to be very important going forward that we really have strong collaborations with local researchers to really understand the history and the potential future of any kind of political and governance systems.
El caso de estudio del escalo en Chile, que es una industria que tiene 40 años, que en un comienzo no existía y en 40 años llegó a ser la tercera industria acuícola dentro del país. Tenemos un segundo artículo que analiza la política pública, cómo esta impulsó la industria del escalo en Chile, y tenemos un tercer artículo que tiene que ver con un proceso, con el proceso de transformación que vivieron pescadores artesanales para llegar a acuicultores de pequeña escala.